Listen, if you feel bad right now, I want to let you know, I don't know how you feel right now, but I literally feel bad last week. And I feel bad last week because I have little misunderstanding with my spouse, and we do have misunderstanding. But you know, there are sometimes you do have misunderstanding and you feel like the world has abandoned you. You feel like you are alone. You feel like, you know, no one is in there for you. This was how I felt last week. And to be honest with you, I gave up on everything. I gave up on everything. I said in fact, I no longer care. You know that time sometimes you like to think, oh, you know what, I don't care who I hurt or who I don't hurt, or what I do or what I don't care. So I know you might be feeling this way, but this was what I did. I literally said I don't care, to the extent I didn't even record any videos on YouTube. And this video I'm doing right now, I'm going to post it right now, because this was exactly how I felt last week. You know, I have to just speak my mind and free myself. So the point exactly is, I had this misunderstanding with him, and you know, in life we need to know and understand each other. But in a situation no one is understanding you, but you are there to understand them, and you feel like, why must you be the only one to understand? Why can't they understand you? You know, that time you feel coupled, my children, you know, starts. In fact, I don't really know how to put that, but to be honest, I was feeling this bad last week. And I gave up on everything. I did absolutely nothing. I was so annoyed. And I feel bad. But what happened was, first of all, I started asking myself, why am I feeling bad? Because I really want to know what it is that is making me feeling bad. So I get to understand that what makes me feel bad was not because I had misunderstanding with him, but because I literally understand everybody around me. Like, I give people benefit of doubt, but they don't really understand. And you feel like you are abandoned. Everybody is on their own. No one cares for you. You know, that time you feel like nobody cares for you. That is exactly how I felt. I don't know, you watching this video, I don't know how you must have felt, but I know you must have felt this way. But I must tell you, then the thing you need to do is, first thing first, you have to ask yourself, what exactly is going on? What is it that is happening? You have to recognize what's going on around you. Why do you feel the way you feel? It's not bad to feel bad. We need it sometimes to grow, to be successful, because I must tell you the truth. You need to know what is making you feeling the way you feel. Once you identify what makes you feel the way you feel, the next thing you need to do is very simple. Let that pain out. Because the truth is, you really need to feel that way. You don't need to subdue your feelings. And that is why we do not get and achieve what we are meant to achieve. You know, when you feel that way, listen, this is reality. If you feel bad, express it. In terms of voice it out. You know, bring out that feeling. Do not subdue it. Because if you subdue it, you are not going to achieve what that anger is meant to bring out, because there's something the anger is gonna bring out. If you feel bad, if you feel angry, like something made you, discover what that thing is and let the pain, feel the pain. Do not subdue it. This is one of the things I learned from the spiritual laws, that you should do not subdue your feelings. This is why a lot of people are diagnosed with cancers. A lot of people are diagnosed with so many diseases. These are the things that cause those diseases in us. Diseases doesn't just fly around. No, it's from the pain we have and we subdue it instead of to feel it out. You know, when you bring it out, that is it. It's out from here. But when you try to subdue it because you don't want to have misunderstanding with so person, because you don't want that person to notice that you are bad or you feel that bad. No, do not subdue your feelings. Just be you. Bring it out. And that was it. Now, as you are feeling what you are feeling, like I told you, bring out the feeling, boil it out, be annoyed. If it is for yourself, just languish, release those angers, release them, because it's part of what directs us, channel us into the path we are meant to be. I will give you a story of what happened to me 2 years ago before I came to the UK. I used to live in Italy I lived in Italy for years. But my spouse came before me. He came here and I was with the children. So it gets a time I felt very bad. The children started, I feel like, why are the children just not listening to me anymore? When I speak, they don't listen. And I'm like, why? So I began feeling, I started feeling bad about it. So whenever I call him, I tell him, listen, I think these children need you. Right now, these children need you. You need to come over. And he will say, I know, I will come. I said, but, so first of all, we were supposed to be here. And it was the visa that was delaying. So, and we later got the visa. But we were waiting for him to get a house so we can come over. He couldn't find one. So I started feeling bad about it. And I do not know what triggered that anger in me. I started feeling that bad, desperate. I'm like, why are we still here? Are we going to be here before? Because this was what I was hearing within me, that I will be here and the visa will expire. And I'm like, I do not want to stay here and this visa will expire. I need to. So I called him and said the plan was he's going to get a house, then I bring the children over. But the house is not coming because he was looking for a house that will contain every one of us, you know. So, but then what happened? He was searching for a house on and on and on, and there was no house. It seems like everything deserted us. And I feel more anger when I call him. Whenever I called him and he tells me he has not seen any house, I feel more angry. So I'm like, why are you not seeing any house? I do not want this visa to expire in our hand. And I will go again and start applying for visa, because you cannot come to the UK anymore, because after the UK moved out from the EU, anyone coming from anywhere, any country, we no longer come. Even from the EU, you can't come direct. You must come with a visa, even though you have you can enter any country of your choice. But then, so we had to get the visa, and we are there waiting. So I got angry to the extent that thing keep popping. I was trying to subdue, but I couldn't. And I got angry. I said to him, I called him one day. I called him on phone. I said, listen, I don't know what is keeping you from getting the house, but listen, I'm bringing these children over. Trust me. I just want you to know that these children are coming over so day or so week. He was like, what? I said, I'm sorry, this is the decision I just made. I'm sorry I had to make the decision because I do not want to be here and the visa will expire. And he said, really? I said, yes. He said, but what prompts that? I said, I don't know. I'm just angry about everything. What? In fact, I told him, listen, don't worry about the house. When we come, we will see a house. God will provide a house. That That was what I told him. And immediately I cut the phone. I told him, I'm sorry, let me make the plans. Forget about it. I just let you, I told you so you be aware. If I book the ticket, I will tell you when. And I went in search of a ticket, a flight, and I did everything. Immediately I told him, we are coming so day. And he was like, what's going on? What's going on with this woman? I said, I'm sorry. I just have to follow the direction the spirit is leading me, because I don't know why I'm angry about this, but I need to do what I'm supposed to do. Because my spirit has told me several times that if you stay here, this visa expire, you'll be here and waiting for house, the visa will expire. So I decided to make another plan B. So that was it. Then I went. But what happened? I told him we are coming so day. So he was like, wow, what's wrong with this woman? I don't care. I don't really care. You know, that time you don't really care about anything. Things are happening. Things are really happening. Especially when you voice it out. Things are happening. Just forget about how it will happen. But it will definitely happen. So what I did was very simple. I just booked the ticket. I started preparing. I did not pack our things. No. All I did was just to gather the few things, the few clothes they wear within the, you know, the few period. Because it was a December period. And the plan was that we are not going to be in Italy and celebrate the December. That we are going to celebrate the December in England. This was happening 2022, December. And what happened? I packed the children's things. The children themselves were shocked. They were like, why is... I said, anyway, it's none of my business. You can think whatsoever you want to think. I don't care. I started planning, packing their things. I just, you know, gathered a few things they will eat. I didn't even pack any load. Just the few clothes they will wear in that few period. And as God may have it, we bought the flight. We landed. I called my husband. I said, listen, we are here. We come so time. And he was like, to be honest with you, I was in my mind. As I took that step, that bold step, I was still in my mind. These children, I will not want them to be homeless. I want them to be somewhere. But let's get there first. I don't know why I'm feeling that way. But immediately I left Italy, I was so happy. Immediately I boarded, I was so happy. I don't know why, but I was so happy. Then, what happened? We landed. He was there waiting for us. And he was shocked to see, this woman really means this business. I said, listen, I have told you what I've told you. This is how I feel. I have to just voice it out. I don't care how you feel about it, whether you feel bad or maybe, I don't know. I don't care either. But please, okay, now we have landed. Let's look for maybe somewhere to stay. So we got a guest house. I never knew he planned a guest house. So I don't know how he got so, you know. He just made some plans, and he said he has gotten a place we'll stay for the week. I said okay. He said he paid for the week. I said no problem. And we were there. And as we were there, I'm like, okay, now we are in England. I have done what my spirit is asking. What's next? He was going to work, and I didn't know anywhere. And I was there with the children, and he would take us out. We'll just go around, you know, around the place. But then I said to him, since you always go to work and your job is a long period time, and so how do we go about in search of the house? He told me how they do it. I said, okay, no problem. Let me take it from here. I will start searching for the house, and I will be keeping the details for you. You will go in viewing the houses. And he said, okay, perfect. I will tell him when I book the thing, I will call them and tell them, okay, when it's time for him to be able, because I do schedule when he he do have time to view the houses. So, and later on, we were there. We came 17th, and on my wedding anniversary, 28th of December, we found a house, and God did it. We found a house, and I told him, you see what God does? Just let it flow. Don't try to subdue that feelings. You know, I said this so you understand. So you understand the power when you feel that thing you feel. According to Dr. Miles Monroe in his book, where he said, if you are nursing it in your heart, he is the one who is putting it there. So you have to take it from your heart. That is the only place God hid those things. God hid it in you. So why I narrate this is for you to know that whatsoever you feel right now, feel it. Like, feel the pain. Don't try to subdue anything. If you feel like to voice it out, to talk to someone that has hurt you, or that have said bad things to you, or that have made you feel bad in any way, just voice it out. Please, I don't like this. You just have to stop it. Don't be afraid of losing everything, because that's one thing I know a lot of us do. We try to, you know, we don't want to lose him or lose her or lose this thing, or, you know, no. When you are afraid, that is attachment. You're trying to be attached to things, and that's where you lose those things. When you try to attach things, you lose them. But when you let them free, they come chasing you. So that is how it is. Like I told you, the pain I feel last week, I no longer feel it again. But I had to feel the pain. I told him, pump and play, listen, I don't really like this. I would tell him, pump and play, this is what it is. So after you feel the pain, one thing you need to do as you feel the pain is to ask yourself, what exactly did you want in life? What did you want to achieve? Because this is crucial. If you feel that pain, you feel that anger, and you let it flow, the next is, what do you want? Whatsoever you want, write it down. Put it down somewhere if it is in your heart, because that's the greatest place. But put it down somewhere. If you like, put it down in writing on your diary or in a note. Write down what you want that moment. Because if you do not put these things in place, they will not work better for you. Like I told you, a kind of testimony I just gave you now. I felt what the spirit, the feeling came like anger. I started getting angry that the house is not coming and we'll be here before you know it, the visa will expire. I felt everything. I called him and I thought, like, when I speak, he said, my tongue will kill. My tongue kills. I said, I don't care. If it is going to pierce, like the Bible said, the word of God is like a sword sword. It's pierce both, goes deeper, deeper. So keep doing it. If it comes up, let it flow. So as you write these things down, what do you want to achieve that moment? Because I told you I felt very bad last week. I don't care how he felt. Whether he like, I keep telling him, I tell him, listen, I don't care. I don't really care. I don't care. This is me. I don't care. But what do I want? I had to make a request. I had to make my request. What I want. Everything started getting me upset. I had to make my request. So what do you want right now as you feel the pain? Write them down. Note it somewhere. Like, memorize it. What is it that you want? Let it be in use, in your subconsciousness. The next is you get ready to walk towards that thing you want to achieve. The truth is, there is no way you can say you want this. I've seen this right from my childhood. I have seen people who prophesy good things but do nothing, and nothing happens. Even some people who see visions, We tell them, you are a great man, you will become this, you become that. But they are not working towards it. So how is that greatness going to come if you don't work towards it? So everything makes me feel bad. You know, those things that makes me feel bad. What exactly do I want in life? Because I believe these people are, the spirits are what makes us feel those things. They bring those things to us. They will not let you know exactly what's going on, but they will connect you and kind of bring things to make you feel, remember. Because a lot of things happen to me that sometimes I'm like, what is this thing trying to tell me? You just have to. Honestly, you just have to work towards it. Don't be afraid of how to go about it. Make research. If it is something you don't really know exactly what to do, or you think it's too big for you to go forward, my dear, do not be afraid. Move forward. According to the Moses in the Bible, they are already in the Red Sea. That was the road God took them. They're already in the Red Sea with the Israelites, and they're there, no road. And God said, move forward. Forward! Move! And what happened? Immediately, God told Moses, move forward. He moved forward. He says, okay, now the stick you are holding, the staff you are holding, put it forward. And that was what started working. The sea started dividing itself. Move forward. Do not be afraid. Go forward to achieve that thing. If you think it's too big for you, that is when God is working. Because that was exactly what happened to Moses. Moses in the Bible is a stammerer, if we can understand that. He's not a man of many words. God knows he's a strong man, but he didn't believe himself. When God told him, go to Pharaoh, tell him to release my people. And he said, me and 4 people should go to Pharaoh. God, you know, I'm not the man of many words. Oh, he underrated himself. He underrated himself, but God hold him high because God knows he can do it. You can do it. I don't know what is it that made you feel the bad. Don't subdue it. Feel the pain, but ask yourself, what is it you want to achieve out of this? And put them in writing and work towards it. I tell you, no matter how big, no matter how small, just work towards it. If your spirit asks you, just go forward and do it. And then the next thing is to thank God because he has done it. Like the little testimony I just gave you. I came here 17th of December 2022. That day was a blessed day. I told you immediately I bought the flight. We are in the flight. I started feeling better. I'm relieved. I do not know why. But I was annoyed. I was annoyed at everything around me then. To the extent I even spoke some word to someone that period. I told the person, I don't want to live this kind of life here. That was what I said. And he was like, he was looking at me. I wasn't afraid of anything. I have nothing to lose. God is so faithful. Once he put it in your heart and you started feeling it, oh, boil it out. Bring it out. Let's feel it. Bring it out. Let the world feel it. If it is the sad side, bad side, bring it out. Let's feel it. We will feel it. But then you will be good. You will feel better. You will feel like, let this keep happening. So, like I told you, I no longer feel the same way. This happened last week, and that week, to be honest with you, I didn't do much. I was kind of like, I felt depressed. I feel like, no, I just need to, I don't know how I was feeling, but to be honest with you, some days are like that. Some days are like that. Let it flow. Do not subdue any feelings. Try to let things, if you can put these things in place, I tell you, you will achieve all that God has programmed for you. Thanking God for it, or the universe for it, is the best thing you can do for yourself. Because when you thank him for what he has done, or you thank the universe for what he has given you or what he has done for you, despite you felt bad some days before or some week before that thing manifests, it's the greatest thing you can do for yourself. Because as you thank him, he blesses you more. As you thank him, he blesses you. This is the secret a lot of you do not know about. I know you don't know the secret because that's why a lot lack, even though they have, but they are still living in lack. So the secret of abundance, the secret of real success is being grateful. Not just being grateful, thank God for life. No, you have to specify it. Thank God for this. Call that thing a name. I really bless you for this day. You keep thanking him, because when you thank him, he gives you more. When you thank him, he gives you more. You thank him, he gives you more. But the problem is you never thank him. You keep craving for more, but you never thank him for the one he has given you. That's the secret of all. So as you walk towards achieving this, achieving that thing that you want to achieve, that moment, that particular season, once you achieve that thing, give him thanks. And you know, he has no other option than to bless you more. You have absolutely nothing to lose. Whatsoever I don't have now, he doesn't want me to have it now. At the right time, he will give it to me. He's a faithful and generous God who created the universe and put it the way it's working, you know, the way it's automatic. So let it flow. Just don't get mad at yourself. Don't hurt yourself. Don't do anything to harm yourself because of a particular season. Like the Bible said, I don't know if you're a Christian, but if you are, remember this word: there is time for everything. Time to laugh, time to cry. The disciples have a good time when Jesus was there. But when he was no longer there, they started being afraid until the Holy Spirit now put it in them. They had to be bold. Even in the prison, when Paul was in the prison, they were afraid. A lot of people started hiding. And they put Paul in the prison, and that thing came, started making him to sing songs, and Paul started singing. Was it Saul? It was Paul, and he started singing. Ooh la 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 bakata. As he spoke, as he sang, the gates of the prison were opening. Ooh, hey, let it flow, please. Don't hold it. Don't subdue it. Let it flow. Let it flow. So I hope this video helped you. I hope you feel better. I hope you discover and know that with all these things, there is something God is putting in you. I believe in him so much that I know he cannot take me to a place he cannot cover me. He knows the reason why he brought me. He put that thing in my heart and makes me feel that bad then. He knows the reason. The same way you are feeling bad, he knows the reason. Whatsoever is making you feel bad now, I want to tell you there is a light at the end of the tunnel. So always bear this in mind. Always have this at the back of your mind, that things will be fine. Things will be okay. You have nothing to lose. Oh, la batara basere. Okay. This is how I tell you. You have absolutely nothing to lose. Honey, you have nothing to lose. Like I never lost anything. I didn't. I never lost anything in my life. So like I told you, I no longer feel the same way. I feel even more better. Better. So anyway, thanks for watching. As you all know, I love you all and stay blessed. Thank you for your support. Thank you for, for the patience you have been giving me on this channel. So thank you so much, and I'll be seeing you on this video. Bye.
Seasons come and go like thoughts of you, like a wave returns to the sea.